Today we're going to be learning all about baked eggs as we learned about the last cooking method, baking, using the oven. So the first thing you're going to need to choose is a container that you're going to be able to put in the oven to bake your eggs. So I've chosen two different sizes here. This would be a single egg size and this would be a double. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use the single one. The first thing I'm going to recommend you do is get a pastry brush, put a little bit of oil in a bowl. You can put it on your pastry brush, and then what you want to do is just wipe a little bit of oil inside of here, just so that maybe that will help it prevent it from sticking so badly after it's baked. Once that's done, you're going to choose some ingredients from your fridge. So in my fridge, I had some mushrooms, carrots, and bell peppers. You could choose a variety of things in here. You could put corn, you could put spinach, broccoli, onions, whatever you really enjoy eating. And you can make them themed. You could do like Mexican theme with a little bit of beans and corn, and some chilies. It's really up to you. And you'll see on my recipe, I've given you a few different options. I like fresh herbs or some dry herbs. I'm just using the three things I have here. I'm just liking to pile up a few of my ingredients around the outside, leaving the center open so that when I crack my egg, the yolk will sit in the center and it will bake evenly. So the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna crack my egg. So grab your egg, tap, 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 turn it over, find the crater, open it up, and then just release the egg into the ramekin. You wanna make sure that the yolk sits in the center. And by putting some of your ingredients just around the outside, that helps the yolk be centered, and then it will bake more evenly in the oven. If it sits to one side, the heat goes from the outside in, so it will cook faster and the yolk becomes solid. So I'm gonna add in here just a little bit, a sprinkle of seasonings with some dried thyme on top. You could use some salt and pepper. If you like spicy, you could use things like cayenne. It's really up to you. I'm a fan of cheese, so I'm gonna take a little bit of cheese and sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna bake it in the oven. All right, it's time to place it in the oven. So just to give you a quick rundown about ovens, always make sure that you have a set of oven gloves when you're gonna take things in or out, just to make sure that you're safe. There's lots of different ovens with different settings. I'm gonna talk to you about some of the ones that are most important. Up here, you're gonna see the one with a fan. A fan with a circle or a square box around it. This one is probably a really common one used. It's called convection heat. So it means that the fan in the back of your oven there is spinning around and around, and it's blowing the heat out into the oven and circulating the air evenly throughout so that you get an even bake. Another really common one would be over here. This is called convectional heat. You'll see it and it looks like this. It has two lines on top and bottom. It means that you're cooking with top and bottom heat. Okay, so you're gonna really just be cooking with top and bottom. You might also see one like this at the very bottom here. It's called defrost, okay? So defrost is one that we would use to take frozen food to a room temperature state. So usually when you do this, the temperature of the oven won't be too hot, around 25 degrees Celsius. This one here with the triangles on top, that means it's a grill. This means full grill, this means partial grill. So if you look in the top of your oven here, there is a grill that runs around the whole surface. So like I said, if you're doing partial, the small one, you're just doing the center part of the grill, but then if you're doing the full grill, it's going all side to side, and that's going to darken and heat up your food. So we're ready to place our food into the oven. And so we're gonna grab our ramekin, and it's pretty easy to place into the oven. If you have a tray in there, it's okay, just be careful you don't touch anything inside. If you want to, you're welcome to wear oven gloves when you place it inside as well. Once it's in there, you're gonna go ahead, shut the door, grab a timer, and you're gonna set a timer for a total of 10 minutes. It's gonna bake for 10 minutes, and then we'll pop it out and enjoy. So our timer is just about up, just went off, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna shut our timer off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up the oven. I recommend that you take oven gloves very carefully, and then you're gonna go ahead, take it out, take it up, and then you're gonna place it onto your cutting board or somewhere safe, okay? Okay, it's now time to remove the egg from the ramekin, and I've got my plate here to put it on. You can either take a towel and wrap the towel around so you can grab it, and then use a knife, you can cut and loosen the egg. I like to then use a heat-proof spatula and just push it down so that it can get underneath the egg, and then remove it, lift it up, and then once it's lifted up, you can go ahead, take it, place it on your plate. You could toast some English muffins, put it between some English muffins, and enjoy it with some bacon or salmon, or just like this on its own. And that's your baked egg.